Okay, hello, welcome back to some more F1 2021 My Team. The season has been set off to an amazing start with a double points finish and a double podium for the team. Now, for the second race, we're going to China. Now, I haven't been to China in a very long time, and normally with these little voiceovers and the intro stuff, I film before the race, but I forgot, so I'm filming it afterwards, and I probably should have put some practice in beforehand. And also, I don't normally say this, but this is an episode you want to stick around for, and you will see by turn one exactly why. But you can wait for that. Into qualifying, it isn't the best. I don't really like the track for qualifying. That first, almost all the way up to the end of Sector 2 is a pain to try and get done well. But we shouldn't be last. I'll leave that to Mazepin. But we are going to be 21st. Oh, I hate this track sometimes. Driving it fast when it isn't racing is so difficult.
The Chinese Grand Prix then is upon us once more. A race that saw Michael Schumacher claim his final Formula One victory in 2006, as well as Red Bull's first with Sebastian Vettel in 2009. There's no doubt we've got plenty more drama to come here in Shanghai. We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3-mile lap is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles an hour, with DRS assisting the cars down the back straight before they brake into the sharp hairpin at turn 14. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box, and it's fantastic to have you with us here today. But I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
From the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn one. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course, you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position, and Marcus Armstrong completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Perez, Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton and Verstappen, Russell, Stroll, Tsunoda and Kimi Raikkonen. Sainz, they'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Aitken and Guan Yu Zhou and Ocon. Matsushita, Schwartzman, Antonio Giovinazzi and Nicholas Latifi. Tigtum, Mazepin, Reed and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot today. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Alright, on the grid, the sky is looking very grey, but looking at the forecast, it seems it will clear up and it shouldn't turn into rain. I believe the last time I came here, it actually rained, and it was also the first time that I ever displayed my own modded My Team livery. It was the very first one I did, the Porsche Vodafone one, but the old one, just the black and red. So it's a throwback track, I'll tell you that. Anyways, normal chassis, soft to medium, underfueling the car, and hopefully, if there's any carnage, we can survive it. I'm hoping we will, because if we don't, I might cry. Anyways, here we are in Shanghai to 5 red lights. We're underway for the Chinese Grand Prix. We're getting an amazing start, or not an amazing start, but a decent start. Alongside Mazepin now, heading down towards turn 1. Latifi and Giovinazzi battling ahead into turn 1. Oh my god, 2 people have been taken out, and there's even more carnage. What the actual hell? Latifi just got flung.
They've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
Bloody hell, everyone just ghosted. And I nearly hit into Russell, and I nearly hit into Gasly. Safety car's obviously out. 8 runners have been DNF'd. 8 runners. That's insane. And Kimi Raikkonen's been disqualified. Everyone just got like sideswiped. That was insane. Well, green flag now. We've had 2 laps on the safety car, and we're going to go green for the first time, hopefully to complete a full lap. But knowing my luck, we won't get a full lap of racing in. But through turn 1 and 2, and however, I don't know how many corners that section is, but we're alive. The car's feeling a little bit loose, which isn't great. Hopefully we're all good. And as I say that, we lose the car, spinning it round, styling it out, and not losing a position before drifting off the exit. Let's have a look at this on a replay, an outside view. I can't lie, that looks sick. It's not great because we've lost time, but it's sick. Oh, Jesus.
Stopping this lap.
We're going to box this lap because I just need to get some new tyres. Oh my god, safety car's been deployed. Gasly, what are you doing? Why is the safety car being deployed? No one's out.
Check your MFD.
But what was Gasly doing? Can I just ask what Gasly was doing there? He just set it down the inside on a safety car.
The filter is too low and we risk a penalty.
Bloody
Slow your pace immediately.
I don't know I don't know why that came out. I really don't. Anyways, we're going to go into the pits. Behind George Russell in P10, we're going to get held up by traffic, which is a pain. So, big brain moment round the outside of George Russell. There was no need to do that. I just thought it'd be funny, innit? There's no need to do that because we're going to get caught up by traffic and have the biggest strike of karma that I've ever seen. I mean, we're going to have to double stop behind Perez as well. And to be honest, if we didn't overtake Russell, that could have been the perfect double stop. But I mean, look at that, a 3.2 second double stop pit, but we're being held up by everyone and released in P11. God, that's frustrating.
Now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
But it's fine, I deserved it. I thought I'd go around the outside of George Russell, or go around George Russell, because it'd be funny, and it was. So, why not? Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, safety car coming in, and learning from the last one, we need to be right up alongside through these couple of corners, because for some reason they've added this thing that it cuts out your throttle automatically at the end of a safety car. It makes it really difficult to keep up and get anywhere close, so I had to get up alongside.
We're starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop.
Although it's technically illegal in the new 2022 regulations to be up alongside someone, I had to do it. What is Gasly doing? Gasly, go away. Alright, let's see if we can actually make it through this corner this time without a safety car. Oh my days. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. If we have one more safety car here, I say we just retire, because...
Okay, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you have
at this rate, we're not going to have a full racing lap. We're going to finish under safety car. I don't even think that's possible. Anyway, safety car coming back in. Matsushita ahead of us in the Aston. We're in P10, so we have a point, which is good. Safety car going in. I believe Sonoda pitted under safety car onto some softs.
We're racing again.
But we're back to racing. Get a slightly gain on Matsushita, having a look around the outside to pull back to the inside to almost go alongside into turn 1, but it's too risky. I've seen what's happened in this corner before. Only 10 laps ago, so I don't even want to contend that sort of incident happening again. We'll get our chance, I'll tell you that.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
And the chance might be quite surprisingly here. If we go have a look around the outside, we're going to make it around, but we can then dip to the inside and go past him at a bullet speed. I don't know what I just said there, but we went right past him very easily, almost off the curb. Right, please, fingers crossed we can... Oh no, that's a yellow flag. That's not good. It's back to green. Oh!
Some information
okay.
on Matsushita. It looks
I can't celebrate now.
Terminal. They're retiring the car.
Oh, we made it through a whole lap. Having a look around the outside of George Russell to pull to the inside before the final couple of corners. Going to see what we can do. Mazepin, Verstappen and Mazepin fighting for P6 as we go around the outside. Not a sentence I thought I'd have to say, but Mazepin slow off the exit as we go down the inside of the final corner. Sergio Perez with the fastest lap. We're going to leave enough room. Yellow flag behind. What has happened here? George Russell has binned it. I don't know. I don't know what's happened. He's binned it. El Bozo. I shouldn't say that. I'm not that cringy. We're 11 laps in, and I think we still don't have DRS. 11 laps in and we haven't had a single activation of DRS. Sonoda believes he does, but he's getting right up our rear. But we're not going to let it happen as we pull round to the left to be able to take the corner at the normal line, leaving enough room just in case Sonoda wants to peek his nose inside, but he doesn't because he's not a moron. However, we're going to finish this race with only half the runners, unless something else happens. Stroll goes fastest.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
And for the first time in 12 laps, DRS has been enabled. Flipping heck. It's been 12 laps of non-racing, or 10 laps of non-racing, and we haven't had DRS the whole time. It's a joke, but somehow we're in P7 starting P21 because half the people in front of us died. Anyways, DRS now on Verstappen. Getting a little bit of a quicker lap than we had before. Round the inside of turn 1, we're going to go alongside Verstappen through towards turn 2, having to keep a tight inside line to not hit one of us off. We seem to make it through, and we have. Very nicely done. We're through up into P6. And there's not really much more to happen now. Leclerc's a bit too far ahead. Maybe. It depends if he gets held up by Hamilton, which he has somewhat. We're actually almost in DRS range of Leclerc. So we'll see what we can do with 1 lap to go. Heading through the final couple of corners. I do really love this section of the track. From that long DRS zone that's slightly slanted to the right, like slightly tilted, to just a really long right-hander, sorry, and then to just under a 90-degree left. It's a really nice circuit, except from this section here, all the way down from the start of Sector 1 to the end of Sector 2. If that could be a couple more heavy braking zones, I'll consider it. Anyways, heading through the last couple of corners before a DRS zone, and we will have DRS on Charles Leclerc, unless something bugs. Yep, we're going to have DRS. We're going to activate it as soon as we possibly can. ERS fully enabled for the final time in this race. Having a look down the inside. Never going to happen. Oh my god, it is going to happen. We've Daniel Ricciardo'd it. We've Daniel Ricciardo'd it. No! I don't even know. I just let my brain take over there. But we have just Daniel Ricciardo, a 5th place finish, drifting off the exit. Sergio Perez, your race winner. And we take it in P5. For ourselves.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
Jeff don't seem too happy, but I'm bloody happy. So yeah, starting in P21, ending P5 with 11 runners left in the race. Wow.
It's victory in Shanghai then, and what a victory it is after an incredible Grand Prix. Ants, talk to me. What do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
Taking care of the car was absolutely vital today. It's been obvious all weekend that the pace was there, but look at the attrition rate we've had. They would have been very concerned about any minor anomaly towards the latter stages of this Grand Prix.
A show-stopping performance from the 3 drivers approaching the podium right now. It's been an interesting Grand Prix, that's for sure.
Well, I think that might be the most chaotic race I have ever seen. Marcus Armstrong to be on the podium for his first time with Red Bull. Pierre Gasly ended up setting the fastest lap at a 1:28. Having a look here, how the hell did he set a 1:28? Oh, did he pit? He pit for soft. He did a double pit stop. Okay, that makes sense. Nikita Mazepin as well, nabbing a point for Haas. Again, not a sentence I thought I would ever have to say. But yeah, I don't think you could have a more chaotic race than that. I mean, turn 1 was a literal car park. Yeah, it was insane. I really wish I had my replay, but as I came out of the race, I got the little notification, and the bloody replay got corrupted, which I'm really annoyed about, because I'm going to have to take a thumbnail from somewhere else, because that would have been such a good thumbnail as well. But that doesn't take away from the fact that Sergio Perez wins the race and takes the lead of the championship, which is exactly what we want for him. It looks only up from here, with Imola next, then Spain, and then Monaco, which I'm hoping, if I stick to my schedule, Monaco will be posted on the same day as the actual Monaco Grand Prix. Yes, it should be. So that should be an interesting one. Monaco's always interesting. I'm trying out a couple of new physics mods, which, like you saw at the start, allow for more chaotic races without ruining the race entirely. But yes, this has been me, and I will hope to see you next time in Imola for the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. I butchered that.